going on, y'all? I just finished up a run and I was thinking along the way about the power of inconsistency and how it affects my life and how it could potentially affect your life. We all know the power of consistency, right? If you work out for 4 days out of the 7, you'll be in good shape. If you work out for 5 consistently over a year, 2 years, 3 years, the more time elapses, the more concrete your results will become. If you look at stocks, for instance, in the stock market, if you look at charts, if you look at the daily chart, it looks like mountain peaks and valleys, and it's crazy, right? Like the changes of a stock price in the daily, hourly, and minute by minute category, or when you click on day or hour, it's sporadic. It's very up and down and very inconsistent, and it could be up 10 cents or $1 and down $5 and up, and it could be crazy. The day to day is crazy, right? But if you expand it to the entire life of the stock, let's say like if you look at Microsoft or something and you look at the entire life from, whenever it started until present day, it looks like this. It just looks like a nice arc. Very few ups and downs. You don't really see the trials and tribulations when you open it up to the entire life of the thing. So that is realistically how your life is going to be, right? If you look at the day to day, you see like, a pitfall here, missed opportunity there, a missed schedule, had to reschedule this, had to pick up the kids, and I barely made it to my workout. It seems chaotic, right? Like the daily activity of a thing, the daily, challenges that you face are just like this, ups and downs and ups and downs. Very seldom is it just streamlined. And that goes with the week too, right? Like the week is ups and downs, like, I'm tired. I didn't get good sleep last night. I missed a workout here, but I still got 5 days. This week I got 4 days, right? Like if you look at that, it looks chaotic. But if you stay consistent for a 30-year period and you work out 4 to 5 days a week, every week for 30 years, then it just looks like this. It just looks like you started down here and you consistently went up. So that's the power of consistency, right? Now, I was thinking, okay, is there a power in inconsistency, right? Like if you can take good habits and be consistent with it and over time get great results, then can you just do the opposite with bad habits, right? Like, everybody likes to go out, not everybody, but, most people like to go out and have a drink every once in a while, or maybe even a lot, right? Some people have, a problem, like where they're like, every night I'm drinking, 2 or 3 cocktails or whatever, who knows, even more. Or every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going out with the boys or the girls and I'm getting drunk and I'm going to that same bar with the hangovers and everything. And you're just consistent with it, right? You're consistently going out and doing the wrong thing. Well, maybe you don't have to give up. And I'm not saying don't quit entirely, right? But like, it works for me, right? Like, I personally think that the consumption of alcohol is terrible. Like, there's nothing good in it, right? I've talked about this with, many people. Like, there's nothing inherently good about consuming alcohol. And people could argue and say, well, it's, if you drink wine, it's got nutrients in it and, this and that, it can help the mood and blah, blah, blah. But realistically, if you just quit drinking forever, like you'd be better off, right? Like consistently over time, your health would be better if you didn't consume it, and mental and everything. And that goes for every other drug too. But is there power in, I went to Vegas last year on my birthday and got absolutely blasted, drunk, and I had a crazy time, but then I came back and locked back in and didn't drink again for 3 months. And then it was my friend's birthday and we went out and had a crazy time, and then you came back from that night and you didn't drink again for another 5 months. And it's just at random, right? Like you just go out and my diet has been on point for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then, oh shit, me and my friends went to In-N-Out one day out of a month. And you indulge and you ate 3 burgers and fries and a shake, right? One meal. And then you didn't break your diet again for, 2 more months. There's power in that. There's power in not really, just go out, you have a good time, but it's inconsistent, right? It's not consistent with your life. It's not something that you would normally do, and it's not a habit that you engage in, but every once in a while you go out and you have a time. And then you come back and you get locked back in. But the problem is that these things are habit. It's like, it feels good, so it's a habit. So what we end up doing is we say we're going to make a change in our lives on January 1st, 2025, and we're good for a month. And then we're like, all right, well, I'm just going to go out and have one drink with the fellas and that's it. And then that's Saturday. And then Sunday, oh shit, we're going to the hockey game or whatever. And then you have more beers. And then Monday comes around and you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to have one after work. And then you start building a bad habit, right? So obviously, the best thing to do with all these bad habits would be to only go to the gym, only go to work, only invest in things that serve you, only do all the right things, only do things that are good for your health, right? But is that realistic? Are we going to do that in this day and age? Probably not, unless you're a monk or somebody that is extremely, extremely disciplined and has no friends, or the only friends you have are also monks, and that's it. Right? Like, we got to be realistic with what we're expecting of ourselves. And, I get into that too, where it's like, you know what? I'm locked in. I'm not fucking having one French fry. I'm not coming off the diet. But it's not realistic for the average person to do that. Right? Like, so what it comes down to is that you do whatever you would like to change, right? If you want to be in better shape, then you set it and forget it. It's kind of like your 401k at work, or the payments that you put on auto pay, right? Like, you say, that's it, I'm going to be consistent with my workouts, and you commit yourself to, a 30-minute workout 4 times a week, at least, at minimum. And maybe some weeks you do 6. Maybe some weeks you do, a 90-minute workout 5 days a week. But then some weeks you're only doing that bare minimum 30 minutes for 4 days. And that is consistency. That's consistency. And then conversely, make sure that, you're not coming home every day and consuming bad stuff. Like, you're not coming home every day, cracking the fridge, cracking a beer, and then crack another one. And then that's every day, right? That's how you end up forming a habit, and then it turns into disaster. And, the whole video, I didn't know how it was going to go, but I'm still talking about the power of consistency. But I find myself wanting to have a good time sometimes. And like, my birthday just came up, and, hadn't had a drop of alcohol in weeks and weeks and weeks. But then I was like, you know what? I want to go to a brewery with my wife and enjoy myself. And then want to go to the casino and play blackjack or something. But I don't normally do it. It's a taboo thing. It's something that in my life is something I don't do normally. So it's just, like something I just did, and it's inconsistent, right? It's like in the back of my mind, something that's fun, but I don't do it all the time. So I can rest assured, like, I can go to sleep knowing that if I do that, right? If I just go out one day and have a one-day thing, and that's it, right? And then I don't think about it for another 3 months or something, then I can rest assured that I'm going to reach my goals. That I'm going to rest assured that, nothing is going to stand in my way of achieving whatever I've set for myself. Like, no matter if I just, go out and drink, or go out and, eat badly, just eat whatever, go to Cheesecake Factory or something, like eat donuts, like every once in a while, then it won't derail me. And that's the secret of inconsistency towards some bad habits that you would like to Hey. Some bad habits that you would like to keep around in your life, but it's not something that is something that you do every week. Some of these bad habits are fun. And I'm not an advocate for bad habits, right? I'm not. But some things are fun in moderation. But I don't mean 1-2 drinks a day every day. Like, I wouldn't suggest engaging in something like the consumption of poison every single day. Like, that's just not the way to go, right? You don't want to like make it a absolute habit and something you do, like brushing your teeth. You brush your teeth every day. That's a habit that you want to get into, but you don't want to get into, taking drugs or alcohol every single day. Now, is it fun to go to Vegas or something like once a year? Yeah, absolutely, right? It's loads of fun. But you don't want to like come back from Vegas and then just like get into this like habit of doing bad stuff every day, right? That's going to get in the way of your goal. So I was just thinking about that on my run, how that philosophy changed my life, and is still I'm still trying to get better at adopting better habits, and is very tough and maybe unnecessary to eliminate absolutely all bad habits. I think some people, even myself, get into the rut of thinking, well, shit, wouldn't it be nice if I could just eliminate every bad thought, right? Every bad thought that could ever occur, if I never thought about doing anything diabolical at all, like never thought about going to a brewery and having 3 beers, or never thought about just going to a buffet and eating as much as I want, never thought about going to Vegas and gambling and drinking and doing, sinful things, whatever. If you never thought about that, if you just did everything perfect in your life, then you'd be, the best person on earth. But no one really is that. So it's hard to keep yourself trying to live to those standards. So what works for me is this: certain things I have to be consistent on or I'm going to be unhappy, right? Like working out. And no matter what, if I have a bad day, I can always fall back on going to do a workout, and then it'll right my mental state, right? And that happens for a lot of people, right? You just got to go on a run or go to the gym and clear your head, and then go back to whatever it is you were doing, and then life is fine again. But it's never going to be fun. Like, if you have a problem or a shit day and then you go and drink and get fucked up, like, that is never, ever going to solve your problems. And working out isn't really going to solve your problems either, but it's going to inspire you and give you more energy. Stop knocking the camera. It's going to give you ideas and more energy to go tackle those more tough things in your life. You're going to be like, all right, you know what? I'm already out here running. I'm already at the gym. I might as well just go finish that paper, right? But if you go do the wrong way and you're like, you know what? I got to do this paper. Fuck it. I'm just going to get fucked up and start drinking. Then you're not going to do it, right? Like, and maybe some people will, like the Edgar Allan Poes of the world or something. Like, you might like get into booze and then it just kind of like, spark some ideas or something. But I think over time it's consistently not going to help you. So be inconsistent in the bad things. I'm not saying stop them, but that's an idea, just a strategy. Be very inconsistent with the negative habits in life, and then be very consistent with the positive habits in life. And I think it's going to help you out. All right. So that's all I really got. And that's it. Have a great day.